Woo! Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, he wants all the smoke.
Man,
Come on,
Spence.
with your funky ass. I've been waiting for you all night.
What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao says he wants either Mikey Garcia or Errol Spence and Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz this summer. And Canelo Alvarez is looking at Triple G after Billy Joe Saunders. Oops! All right, man, look. Let's get to the video. Let's start with Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Now, he's released a statement early this morning saying that it's most likely that his next opponent will be between two guys, either Mikey Garcia, which we all know, or Errol the Truth Spence. Manny Pacquiao, you're a soldier. Now, I said this before. Though I think Mikey Garcia versus Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is an entertaining fight, I do. I just don't know what's in it for Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence, yeah, that is two gyms closer to being undisputed, fighting for the IBF title and the WBC title. Yeah, there's a lot to gain for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao taking on Errol the Truth Spence. And Manny Pacquiao has already thought about his strategy against the two. Now, he said he wants to fight one of the two next in July. And he's saying that he'll start preparing around April for the fight. But he brought up a strategy. He said Mikey Garcia is more of a press forward type of fighter. And he'll have a strategy for that. But what he said about Errol Spence was, Errol Spence is a big guy, good boxer, kind of a slugger. So he said that he'll have to use a lot of movement with Errol Spence. Now, personally, I feel if Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao takes on Mikey Garcia in July, I feel that's a hard fight for Mikey Garcia. But if Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao takes on Errol Spence at 41 years old come July, I feel that's a hard fight for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Why? Because of the middle to late rounds in that Keith One-Time Thurman versus Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao fight, where Keith Thurman said, forget boxing the guy, I just don't have the skill set. And Keith Thurman start pushing forward and start slugging Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, putting him on his back foot. When that happened, everybody start holding their breath like, uh-oh, which is why I think the judges called it for a split decision. Me personally, I think Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao won convincingly. But when you look at the pressure applied by Keith Thurman and how he was quasi-successful, I think if you take a guy like Errol the Truth Spence and he puts on that pressure, it may be a long night for Manny Pacquiao. Either way, that shows you the type of warrior Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is at 41 years old as an undersized welterweight looking at Errol Spence. Now, some of you may just say, yeah, whoops, how convenient. Certainly, Errol the Truth Spence, his return would be after his car accident in October. But you got him coming from the car accident. You got Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, undersized and 41 years old. I think that makes for a sensational fight. I'm really curious on the betting odds for that fight. Now, let's talk about Canelo Alvarez and his plans. Canelo Alvarez, he has a 3-fight plan. And he's talking about Billy Joe Saunders, May 2nd. Whoops! The ShowBizz, the community, we're not surprised because we got the tip from Joe Cortez. He told us what was going to happen May 2nd.
We understand that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Joe Saunders here in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena.
Now, I, for one, think that is a good fight for Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because I've seen Canelo Alvarez struggle with slick fighters. Struggled with Lara, struggled with Floyd Mayweather, Billy Joe Saunders being a slick fighter. But really, I'm not sure if he's on the level of a Lara. We will see, but I think that is a good fight. Now, after Billy Joe Saunders comes September, Canelo Alvarez talking about taking on Triple G. Now, me personally, I feel that I've kind of gotten enough of that fight. I understand Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. It's like splitting hairs. The guys, they're just close, okay? But Canelo Alvarez, is he even 30 yet? He is still peaking. And Triple G, he's on a downslide. So the third fight, if Canelo Alvarez beat Triple G by pressing forward, and when you look at what Sergey Derevchenko did.
His offense is just tight, Sergio. Look at that. And hard shot to the body. Golovkin is wobbled. Golovkin looks hurt.
With Triple G, I think Canelo Alvarez is going to apply that type of pressure, and it may be an even easier time for Canelo Alvarez this go round. After Triple G, Canelo Alvarez is talking about Murata, which, okay, I get it. Now, Murata, as of when this magazine came out, this is the latest Ring magazine with Canelo on the cover, Murata is ranked 6. Now, the funny thing is, I'm not sure if Murata is the type of guy that the fans want to see him fight, because I'm looking at rank number 1, Triple G, and he's talking about September. Rank number 2, they still have Danny Jacobs. Well, Canelo, he already beat him. So after that, rank number 3 is Andre. And rank number 4 is Jamal Charlo. I think those are the type of opponents that people would be more excited about for Canelo Alvarez. But Murata, he's not etched in stone. But that's what they're saying for Canelo's 3-fight plan. Now, let's talk about a little fight that I am extremely excited about. I've been excited about this since it was whispered.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
And that is Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. I think that's an awesome fight. I do. And I know Leo Santa Cruz is going to have to move up to 135 to make that fight happen. But Leo Santa Cruz, he ain't a small kid. The reason why I think this is a tough fight is because Leo Santa Cruz, he's proven, okay? Leo Santa Cruz is extremely experienced. He is a warrior. Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, he's extremely gifted. I don't see that as a walk in the park for either fighter. I know people think that Gervonta Tank Davis may just pack the speed and explosiveness, and I agree. If Gervonta Tank Davis get in between the shoulders of Leo Santa Cruz, because we all know Leo Santa Cruz, he throws a million punches around.
9. Oh, victory.
Good right hand by Rivera. Rivera got caught right there.
If Gervonta Tank Davis could sit at home right in between the shoulders and start ripping those uppercuts, it could be a short night for Leo Santa Cruz. But just like I've been reading in my comments in my community, my show business partners, extremely smart, saying that if Leo Santa Cruz can make it past the 7th or 8th round, it may be a long night for Gervonta Tank Davis. Why? Because we all saw Gervonta Tank Davis running out of gas against Gamboa. That may just be due to the lack of discipline outside of the ring. Leo Santa Cruz, his only message to Gervonta Tank Davis was, you better stay out of trouble, because Leo Santa Cruz, he is thirsting for that fight. The good thing is, Leo Santa Cruz, he has a replacement if Gervonta Tank Davis cannot make that fight in the summer. Leo Santa Cruz brought up Gary Russell. That's right, Gary Russell. He himself is looking like a boogie-woogie man. Gary Russell has done everything in his power to try to get Leo Santa Cruz in the ring. And Gary Russell, sadly enough, has been overlooked. I think Gary Russell is one of the more talented fighters in boxing. So regardless, it's going to be a great summer for Leo Santa Cruz. If Leo Santa Cruz doesn't get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, I guess he'll be looking at Gary Russell. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. What do you think about the chances of Manny Pacquiao actually having this Errol Spence fight next? And what do you think about Canelo Alvarez's next 3 fights? Talking about Billy Joe Saunders and Triple G and Murata. And what do you think about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz? Who do you have winning that fight? ShowBizz the dope? Dude, boxing is in good hands. I'm out.